There's a Manhattan-sized object crossing our solar system right now. And tomorrow, October 29th, 2025, it will disappear behind the sun for 5 entire weeks. What makes this disturbing isn't just the fact that it's an interstellar visitor from another star system, but what some scientists suspect it could be doing while no one can watch it. Before we dive into this mystery, subscribe and hit the bell, because what comes next, you won't want to miss. Its name is 3I Atlas, and it was discovered on July 1st, 2025 by the Atlas telescope system in Chile. The 3I designation means it's the third confirmed interstellar object to cross through our solar system, after the mysterious 1I Oumuamua in 2017 and comet 2I Borisov in 2019. But unlike those previous visitors, 3I Atlas displays characteristics that challenge everything we know about comets. Its pre-discovery observations go back to June 2025, when NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite captured its image weeks before anyone realized what they were looking at. 3I Atlas's orbit is hyperbolic, with an eccentricity of approximately 6.1 and an escape velocity from the solar system of 58 kilometers per second. When scientists traced its trajectory backward in time, they discovered something fascinating. This object likely came from the thick galactic disk, a region that formed during the period known as cosmic noon of the Milky Way, about 9 to 13 billion years ago. This means 3I Atlas could be older than our own sun. It's as if the universe sent a cosmic time capsule directly to our doorstep. But what happened next left scientists shocked. In July 2025, the Hubble Space Telescope captured images showing something impossible. 3I Atlas had a tail pointing toward the sun. In comet physics, this shouldn't happen. Solar radiation always pushes gas and dust away from the star, never toward it. It's like watching water flow upward in a waterfall. Scientists called this an anti-solar tail, an anomaly that violated the basic rules of celestial mechanics. And this is where things get really strange. In September 2025, observations from the Nordic Optical Telescope in the Canary Islands revealed that the tail had completely changed direction. What was pointing toward the sun was now behaving like a normal comet tail. But there was a disturbing detail. Spectral analysis detected traces of nickel tetracarbonyl, an industrial chemical compound never before seen in natural comets. On Earth, this substance is produced in metal refining processes. No known natural object in space should contain this. Do you believe this could be coincidence? Comment below what you think. Because when the James Webb Space Telescope examined 3I Atlas in August 2025, it found an even more bizarre chemical composition. The comet has a carbon dioxide to water ratio of 7.6 to 1, one of the highest ever observed in any comet. This extreme amount of CO2 suggests the object was exposed to radiation levels far higher than what solar system comets experience, or that it formed near the CO2 ice line in its original protoplanetary disk. Additionally, they detected water vapor, carbon monoxide, water ice, dust, and a tentative detection of carbonyl sulfide. If you think that's strange, wait till you see what comes next. NASA's Swift Observatory detected hydroxyl emission in August, confirming water production at a rate of approximately 40 kilograms per second at 2.9 astronomical units from the Sun. This places 3I Atlas among the few comets with confirmed hydroxyl emission beyond 2.5 AU, where water ice sublimation from the nucleus is typically inefficient. The production rate implies that at least 8% of the surface is active, a level of activity higher than observed in most solar system comets. It's as if something is deliberately heating the object from within. The size of 3I Atlas's nucleus remains uncertain, because its light cannot be separated from the coma surrounding it. Hubble images suggest the diameter is between 0.32 and 5.6 kilometers, with the most likely size being less than 1 kilometer. However, interstellar mass density analyses indicate something contradictory. If 3I Atlas truly has a 10-kilometer radius, the density of interstellar objects needed to explain its detection rate would exceed the expected mass budget. This means it's either a comet with a tiny nucleus smaller than 0.6 kilometers, or it belongs to a rare population with numerical density below 5 times 10 to the minus 8th per cubic astronomical unit. What if I told you this story isn't over yet? Avi Loeb, renowned Harvard astrophysicist, known for his bold theories about interstellar objects, raised a controversial hypothesis. In a paper titled, "Is the Interstellar Object 3I Atlas Alien Technology?" Loeb presented additional analysis on the object's astrodynamics, suggesting it could be technological and possibly hostile, as expected from the dark forest resolution to the Fermi paradox. Loeb demonstrated that 3I Atlas passes surprisingly close to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, with a probability of less than 0.005%. Furthermore, the low retrograde inclination of its orbital plane relative to the ecliptic offers several benefits for an extraterrestrial intelligence, as it allows the object to access our planet with relative impunity. What they discovered next changes everything. The solar eclipse from Earth of 3I Atlas at perihelion would allow it to conduct a clandestine reverse solar Oberth maneuver, an optimal high-thrust strategy for interstellar spacecraft to break and remain bound to the Sun. An optimal Earth intercept would involve an arrival in late November or early December 2025, and also a non-gravitational acceleration of approximately 5.9 times 10 to the power of -5 astronomical units per day squared, normalized at 1 AU from the Sun, would indicate an intent to intercept Jupiter, not far off its path, and a strategy to rendezvous with it after perihelion. If it were an intelligent signal, how would you react? Drop a like if you love this kind of mystery. NASA and ESA reject these speculations, classifying 3I Atlas as an active interstellar comet containing abundant water ice. Observations from the Very Large Telescope showed that 3I Atlas is emitting cyanide gas and atomic nickel vapor at concentrations similar to those seen in solar system comets. The optical spectrum shows a red slope of approximately 11% per 1,000 angstroms between 0.5 and 0.8 micrometers, resembling typical D-type asteroids and distinct from ultra-red trans-Neptunian objects. At longer wavelengths, the near-infrared continuum flattens to approximately 3% per 1,000 angstroms between 0.9 and 1.5 micrometers, with a broad absorption feature near 2.0 micrometers, indicative of water ice grains in the coma. Comment below what you think about this, because here's the part nobody's talking about. Tomorrow, October 29th, 2025, 3I Atlas will reach its perihelion at approximately 1.36 astronomical units from the Sun, or about 210 million kilometers, just inside Mars's orbit. However, due to orbital alignment, the comet will pass through solar conjunction on October 21st, 8 days before perihelion, meaning it will be on the opposite side of the Sun as seen from Earth. The solar elongation will be only 12.80 degrees, making observation from Earth or Earth vicinity space telescopes virtually impossible. The comet will be less than 30 degrees from the Sun from October 1st, 2025 to November 9th, 2025. During this critical 5-week period, 3I Atlas will be bombarded by up to 33 gigawatts of solar radiation, possibly altering its velocity or trajectory. It's exactly during this moment that its activity should reach maximum peak, releasing enormous amounts of gas and dust as solar heat sublimates its ice. But no one on Earth will be able to see it. It's as if the universe deliberately planned this moment of invisibility during the most important event of the comet's passage. And this is just the beginning. Fortunately, humanity has a trick up its sleeve. Between October 1st and 7th, ESA's Mars Express and ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter probes observed 3I Atlas as it passed near Mars. The closest distance between the spacecraft and the comet was 30 million kilometers, occurring on October 3rd, 2025. Additionally, NASA's Psyche spacecraft passed 0.302 AU from the comet on September 4th, and the Europa Clipper probe, on its way to Jupiter's system, may be able to observe it during perihelion. The JUICE spacecraft also had a close approach on November 4th, and even the more distant Lucy and Hera probes may pass through 3I Atlas's tail. These observations are crucial because when 3I Atlas reappears in early December 2025, scientists expect dramatic changes. The tail, which had an angular length of 50 arcseconds in September, approximately 100,000 kilometers, could have grown enormously. Its total magnitude, nucleus plus coma, was 12 on October 3rd, making it about 120 times fainter than comet C 2025 A6 Lemon on that date. But after perihelion, its luminosity and activity may have changed unpredictably. Subscribe to follow this story as it unfolds, because between November 27th, 2025 and January 27th, 2026, the Minor Planet Center launched a large-scale global observation campaign coordinated by NASA's International Asteroid Warning Network. Researchers are calling 3I Atlas a potential black swan event, something highly unlikely but capable of reshaping scientific understanding if proven extraordinary. The project will serve as a training ground, not only for predicting 3I Atlas's orbit, but also for conducting astrometric measurements that will inform future observations of comets or asteroids that may pose a threat to Earth. The network notes that comets are especially difficult to observe because their tails and comas make it hard to estimate overall brightness, which in turn affects trajectory predictions. In 3I Atlas's case, the relative proximity, approximately 1.8 astronomical units at its closest approach to Earth on December 19, 2025, is good enough for observations by small telescopes. During December 2025, the comet will move through the constellations of Virgo and Leo, and its brightness is expected to fade beyond apparent magnitude 12. What will happen when 3I Atlas passes behind the Sun tomorrow? Will it conduct a braking maneuver using solar gravity, as Logue speculates? Or will it simply continue its interstellar journey as a perfectly normal comet, just with strange chemistry and unusual behavior? The truth is that during 5 critical weeks, while 3I Atlas is at its point of greatest activity and closest to the Sun, it will be completely hidden from our eyes. Any change in its trajectory, any non-gravitational acceleration, any deliberate maneuver will only be detected when it reappears in December. Some researchers suggest space agencies may be deliberately downplaying 3I Atlas's anomalies to avoid public panic. After all, if an interstellar object with traces of industrial compounds, an anti-solar tail, and a statistically near impossible probability of passing so close to multiple planets is actually conducting intelligent maneuvers during its period of invisibility, the implications would be monumental. It would be the first concrete evidence of extraterrestrial technology visiting our solar system. But the mainstream scientific community maintains its position. 3I Atlas is an ancient interstellar comet containing ices exposed to high radiation levels formed near the CO2 ice line in its original protoplanetary disk and exhibiting unexpected sublimation behavior due to its unique composition. The presence of water ice, water vapor, CO2, CO, and complex carbonaceous and irradiated organic compounds is perfectly consistent with theoretical expectations that its home planetary system had a high bulk fraction of water ice by mass. After passing Mars in October, 3I Atlas will make its closest approach to Jupiter in March 2026, before continuing its journey out of the solar system and deeper into interstellar space. It will never return. This is our only chance to study an object that may be billions of years older than our Sun, carrying chemical secrets from long-extinct stellar systems. If this mystery hooked you all the way here, drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this journey. Because when 3I Atlas reappears in December, we'll finally have the answer to the question that's been haunting astronomers for months. What exactly was this cosmic visitor doing while no one could see it? Will its trajectory have changed inexplicably? Will its chemical composition have transformed in ways that defy natural physics? Or will it simply confirm that the universe is even stranger and more wonderful than we imagined? The universe is full of unanswered questions, and here we go after all of them. Tomorrow, October 29th, 2025, the most mysterious interstellar object ever detected will disappear behind the Sun exactly at the moment of its greatest activity, remaining hidden until December, while passing through perihelion under bombardment from 33 gigawatts of solar radiation. Whatever is happening there will happen without direct human witnesses. And when it finally emerges on the other side, science, and perhaps human history, may never be the same again.